Dear friends, let's talk Tiffany in stitches. This is a new technique that we developed about 3 years ago. This is the look of stained glass without having stitches all over the design. We use a background fabric. I like to use fossil fern with a little bit of mottled white because it looks like snow. You can also use a batik fabric. Anything that you find that is not just one solid color would be awesome. The background that you see here is all fabric, and the shiny part with the stitches, that is what we use to give you the stained glass effect. This was the very first one we digitized. It is called Tiffany Stitches Christmas. It has 12 different blocks, 6 by 6 inches, and then it has a border. Now today on the wall we only have projects with the satin stitch edge. If you can't see the satin stitch edge nice and clear, we do have 2 samples here that you can see. That is one panel, and then there's another panel. So what happens is at the end of the machine, it is also completely lined at the back. So when you're done with the blocks and it's all stitched together, you have a complete project. This one here is called Rainbow Santa. It is a small wall hanging having 2 6 by 10 inch files and some borders. Now if you see the shine that is causing the glass effect, that is done with Mylar. This is Mylar. It is not cellophane. It is a polyester product. It can be washed and it can be ironed, and you simply lay it on top, and then you stitch the design and you remove the Mylar in all the pieces where there are no stitches. If you can't remember this, all these design collections comes with very clear photo instructions so that you know exactly what you need to do.
Santi, where do you get the Mylar in the U.S.?
We get the Mylar from Heirlooms by Sharon.com. She is in New Jersey and she sells it in sheets, and this is the clear, but you also get different colors. I like to use the clear because it picks up the color of the thread, and then you don't have to deal with different little pieces of color. You simply just lay it down like this and complete your design, and then remove the balance from where there is no stitches. It is a very exciting product and very easy to use. We also have in these designs a batting, a layer of batting. This is the batting we use. It's about 2 millimeters thick. You cannot use a very thick layer of batting because your stitches will not cover the edge. So we have a layer of batting. We have a layer of our fabric, the top layer, and then we have a beautiful lining that we use for the back. And it all gets done on water-soluble stabilizer, which I'm sure all of you know what it is, are familiar with, and has a good quality, and 2 layers nice and tight in the hoop, because that is the registration of your design. As we continue with the videos, we will make time to actually make a video stitching one of the panels. Behind me here is Saint Nick. This is the larger one. It is 2 8 by 12 files in the center, and then the border is just about a 2.5 inch, 3 inch file. The outer border is included in the whole file. Nice little wall hanging for Christmas. Then my pride and joy, this is Tiffany Santa. This is the 8 by 12, so that's as large as you can make it. And on the table, we have the 6 by 10 inch size. You can see how nicely the Mylar is making it shine through the stitches. The choice of fabric here, I really wanted a midnight sky. That's why I went for the dark blue, and you will see it shades. It's got shades of purple and blue, and then maybe purple at the top again. What's very interesting about this one is instead of having the satin stitches, we use the file that says no border. There are always two sets of files. One has a border, which is the satin border, and one has no border for the ladies that like to stitch things together. And on this one, we used the quick bias tape that is fusible, and I ordered this from the United States. It's a Clover product, and we simply placed it over the edge and fused it down, and that makes this beautiful golden pewter idea in the wall hanging. On this side, right on the edge, this is Tiffany Reindeer Prancer. The fabric that I used here is a little bit light in color, but that's what I had in my cupboard. In South Africa, we are not so fortunate to just run down to the store and get exactly what we want. We have to just deal with what we brought along from the States. And as you all know, that's been a long 3 years. Very, very colorful rainbow colors in Prancer, very beautiful. Wall hanging, 9 6 by 10 inch files, and then a nice little border with stars. Over here we have a little round design that you can actually hang in your window as like a sun catcher, and it's called Midnight Santa. On the table we have Midnight Santa in the 6 by 6 size, and I'm going to lift it up because this one was done on organza. You have to be very careful when you do this. You need 2 layers of organza, otherwise there's not enough fabric for the stitches to form nicely. But this was our first try, we'll do it again. So just to recap, we have Tiffany in stitches, which you can also use the blocks to make a runner if you don't want to make a wall hanging, or just simply a little cushion, or maybe 2 of them together for a placemat. This is a very versatile set of designs. Then we have Rainbow Santa, we have Tiffany Saint Nick, we have Tiffany Santa, our pride and joy, and we have Tiffany Reindeer Prancer. We hope that we've inspired you to try this technique and make something beautiful for this Christmas, even as a gift to a friend. Thank you.